Hey, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. I'm here with Skylar Witt from Wilmington, North Carolina, and we're going to talk about an issue that he came across where we want you as the homeowner to make sure you check something before you put down that vapor barrier. Stay tuned. So if you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talk about everything related to crawl space waterproofing, dehumidification, and indoor air quality. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel, ring that notifications bell, and follow us on Facebook. So Skylar, you're here in Knoxville, do a little bit of training, and wanted to have you on because you and Andrew out there in Wilmington are just doing great. You got a lot of homeowners asking you for advice and hiring you to fix their crawl spaces. But you had a competitor that you're doing a redo on. Is that right?
That's right. I'm actually surprised at how many redos we're doing since we opened.
Wow. One of the things that kind of shocked you about this one was the water management system and how it was installed. So tell everyone what you came across.
It's just really important that you pay attention to detail. Even if you guys don't know specifically what needs to be done, little things like if you have a water management system or a French drain that's tied into a sub pump, that all needs to be below the ground. You know, water falls on the ground and then goes down. If I put a drainage system above the ground, no water's going to get in it.
No, wait a minute. Wait, are you telling me that I'm supposed to bury the pipe in the ground?
Yeah.
Is that right? Did you learn that here, or did common sense just tell you that?
Newton, did he come up with gravity?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. That's right. Now, there was something else that was an issue other than them not burying the pipe. What was going on?
Yeah, so not only was their hydroway not buried, it didn't cover all the space it was supposed to. The perimeter trench should have gone, like the name is, along the perimeter on the inside of the crawl space. But this was just a little like question mark circle in the middle of the house or the crawl space. What is more, the drainage system didn't even connect to the sub pump that was going to pump the water out.
Wow. Let's say that the entire perimeter was 200 linear feet. They installed 80 linear feet.
The entire perimeter for this was actually like 317 feet.
Wow.
And their quote was for about 200 feet, and maybe they put in 110.
So that size of a crawl space, you're going to need multiple sump pumps as well.
Yeah, we need a sub pump every 140 linear feet to make sure we can manage and actually displace the amount of water that's getting into our water management system.
Well, and you all, we've had this conversation with your business partner, Andrew, where you have a lot of sand on top of clay. Water flows pretty freely through that sand. Is that also correct?
Yeah, so it's actually deceiving living on the coast. Jacksonville, Burgaw, into Wilmington, down to Southport, even Charlotte. We're so close to the coast, you think that we're all on sand. And when you look at the ground, you see sand, and maybe you even dig down a foot to put in a post.
Right.
And there's just sand. But there's so many pockets of sand, clay, that there's probably 50 to 60% of the houses that I go in that there's sand on the crawl space. At some level, there is clay under there, and those houses have a lot of drainage issues.
Wow, that's amazing. So you all are addressing these standing water issues for these homeowners, and the biggest thing, the reason why we wanted to do this video is you as a homeowner, before they put that vapor barrier down, make sure that the company that you've hired to install that perimeter trench actually installed the perimeter trench. Make them show you pictures, video, whatever it takes. That seems to be one of the easiest things to cover up is a poorly installed perimeter trench or a French drain system, because they're just going to put the plastic over.
Completely right. And if I may, one more thing. You know, 1 + 1 = 2. So at any point during a project, if you see work not being done right, like the condensate line is, or any kind of discharge line is not underground, or it's not to your specifications, or it's going to somewhere weird in the yard, that should be an indication that there's going to be other shoddy work inside the house. Because where do you think people cut corners? If they cut them outside when the weather's nice and the sun's out, they're definitely cutting corners when the crawl space is 2 feet high and nobody's going to go look at it.
That's right. We've seen even soda blasting, some of our competitors with soda blast just this side of the wood. You know, so that way, as the homeowner opens the door, they're like, oh yeah, it's clean inside there, because they knew the homeowner wasn't going to get in, whether they couldn't because they were too feeble to get in, or maybe they were scared of the crawl space or whatever. So they would just soda blast the side that could be seen, and that is not the way to do quality work. I'm Michael Church with Skylar Witt, and yes, he is this tall. And if you got a question for me or Skylar or any of us, we hope you'll post it down below in our comments, and make it a happy and blessed day, and we'll see you later.